All right, 19.1a, we're doing circle vocabulary today. This whole week is going to focus on circles and next week. So let's get to know the circle. The definition of a circle is the set of all points in a plane that are equidistant from a given point. So notice that all of the points that are on the circle are the same distance from the center. Speaking of the center of the circle is the point that's equidistant from the sides of the circle. It also gives the name of the circle. So if I have the center here and give it the letter P, I would call this circle P. The radius of the circle is a segment with endpoints at the center and on the circle. So if I have my circle P, this is now the segment with the endpoints at the center of the circle and on the circle. This radius will be called segment PQ, or you could call it QP, same thing, but it has a little segment bar above it. A chord is a segment with both endpoints on the circle. The key word here is a segment. So we have our circle P. I need both endpoints on the circle, like so. So this would be considered a chord. It's a segment A to Q, or QA. The diameter of a circle is a segment with both endpoints on the circle that goes through the center of the circle. So notice by definition, a diameter is a chord because it's got endpoints on the circle. It's more special than a chord because it has to go through the center of the circle. So notice the endpoints are on the circle, but it goes through the center, therefore it's called a diameter. So this segment would be called segment QR or RQ. A secant is a line that intersects a circle in 2 points. So if I have my circle here, this line is intersecting. Notice it's going through the circle and intersecting at 2 points. So this line would be line QR. Notice this time we have arrows. A tangent is a line that intersects a circle in exactly 1 point. So it's not going to go through the circle. It's only going to touch the circle at 1 point. So it's going to look something like this, where it's touching the circle at 1 point. This line, that's a tangent line, would be line QS. The point of tangency is the point where a tangent line touches a circle. So here's my tangent line. The point on the line, that's the point of tangency, would be point S, because that is where the line is tangent to the circle. So number 1 says to state the best term for the given figure. So this is point C. So notice point C is right here. This would be considered the center of the circle. Segment HG is in this circle over here, from H to G. This is half the circle going from the center to the side. This is called a radius. From segment D to B, because this is the segment, that would make this a chord. Endpoints on the circle. Point F is over here. Notice that's not at the center of the circle. It's the point where this line is tangent, so this is the point of tangency. Then we have segment BE. It's a segment that has endpoints on the circle, but notice it goes through the center of the circle, making it the diameter. Then we have line DB. This time it's not just the segment, it's the entire line. And when it's the line that's intersecting the circle at 2 points, this would be considered a secant. So it's time for you to try some. What is the center of the circle? That would be point A at the center of the circle. What is the name of the circle? Since the center is A, the circle is called circle A. What is the name of the diameter? So this is the diameter, it goes through the center of the circle. You could have named it HF or FH. What is the name of a radius? So this circle has two radii. This is a radius and this is a radius. So you could have said segment HA or segment FA. What is the name of a tangent line? So remember that means it's intersecting the circle at one point, so that would be this line here. And the name of this line, you only use two letters when naming a line, so we could call it line BH or line BJ or line HJ. It's up to you. I named it BH. What is the name of a secant line? So it has to be a line that intersects the circle at 2 points. So that would be this line here. Naming 2 points on the line, that would be line BD. What is the name of a chord? Well, this one has a couple of chords. You could, for example, name segment DG, or you could have gone with segment HF. Notice that it touches the circle at two endpoints here and here, H and F. It's special chord called the diameter because it goes through the center. You could have also said segment CD, as long as you say it's a segment, not a line. All right, so the degree around a full circle is 360 degrees. You're going to need to know these facts. So if you have a circle and you're trying to measure how many degrees are around that circle, it will always add up to 360 degrees. A minor arc is an arc of a circle that is less than 180 degrees. So if this is my circle, this arc is less than 180 degrees. So since the whole thing is 360, half would be 180. This is less than half a circle, so it's considered a minor arc. So to name this, we use two letters. So this is going to be called arc AC with a little curve on top. You could have also named it arc CA, same thing. But we don't use the center, we use the letters that are on the circle to name an arc. So a major arc is an arc of a circle that is more than 180 degrees. So it has to be more than half a circle. So in this picture, I'm going to use this arc. Notice that's more than half a circle. It's a major arc. To name this though, I can't call it AC because that was this part right here. So you have to use three letters whenever you're talking the major arc so you know which direction to go. So if I give you two letters, you go the short way. If I give you three letters, you go the long way. So you started at A, then you pick any point on the arc, in this case B, and then the last letter is where you end, C. So this is arc A, B, C. You could also call it arc C, B, A. A semicircle is an arc of a circle that is exactly 180 degrees. So this is exactly half a circle because 360 divided by 2 is 180. So notice this is the diameter. It's going through the center. And so this would be considered a semicircle. So we name it. You have to have three letters so you know which part of the semicircle I'm talking about. I can't just say AC. Am I talking the right side or the left side? So you have to use three letters. So the same thing, you start at the A, go towards B, and you stop at C. So arc ABC, or going backwards, CBA. So it says to determine if the arc is a major arc, a minor arc, or a semicircle in circle F. So that means that F is the center of my circle. So we're looking at arc BC, so starting at B, going to C. This is less than half a circle, so this is a minor arc. Arc CA, so starting at C, ending at A. Notice that's less than half a circle, and it's 2 letters, so that's a minor arc. Now we have 3 letters. You start at the C, you go towards the A, ending at E. So it's going to be starting at C, going towards A, stopping at E. Notice that's exactly half a circle. Since we know that F is the center, this would be a diameter. So that is a semicircle. Arc CAD. So we're starting at C, you go towards A, and then you stop when you get to D. This is more than half a circle, so this is a major arc. Then we have arc CD. You give this one a try. Okay, arc CD is right here, starting at C, ending at D. That's less than half a circle, so this is a minor arc. Then we have BCE, arc BCE. Is that a major, minor, or semicircle? Okay, so notice you're starting at B, going towards C, stopping at E, so this is a major arc since it's more than half the circle. All right, what about arc BCD? So arc BCD, notice that's half the circle, so this is a semicircle.